Do you ever feel like other people are way ahead of you in life, to the point where it feels almost impossible to catch up? I want to talk about something that I feel like we all go through at some point in time, which is feeling like we're not doing enough. We're not achieving our goals fast enough, and we're not living up to these societal standards of a typical timeline for life. I think it's easy to compare ourselves to other people around us, especially with all the stuff that we see online, and then we naturally wonder how other people have it so great. I know personally for me, each year that I get older, I think, maybe I should have gotten to this certain point of life, or maybe I should have a more stable career. I should have more friends. But in the end, this kind of way of thinking just makes me feel worse about myself, and it makes me more nervous and more insecure, which honestly just doesn't help me at all. It's just this vicious circle. So today I want to share some things that have helped me when I start having these thoughts and have changed my whole perspective on feeling behind in life. First of all, I would think about what happiness and success truly means to me. I mean, really dig deep and think about it. So when you imagine a happy life, what comes to mind? And don't get caught up in something you feel like you should want or compare yourself to what other people have. I mean, really think about who you are at your core. I mean, in your happiest moments, what was the thing that made you feel happy? I believe many people, including myself, don't have the exact answer for this, and we've all been pretty heavily affected by social media nowadays. And we're stuck in this kind of social media bubble where this algorithm only shows a few certain ways of living and lifestyles, and this actually limits our understanding of other ways to live a happy life. But I think instead of trying to get the same things that other people have, thinking about what you really want out of life is truly a step in the right direction for finding true happiness. Oftentimes, some people can just naturally get swept up in these societal standards of life and think that they need all of these things. They need a perfect house, a luxury car, all this money to buy luxury bags and stuff like that. But sometimes we forget that the point of life is literally to just live it. Experience everything fully. Find a hobby you love. Find a creative outlet. And spend time with family and friends. Remember that tomorrow is not promised. Life is really unpredictable, so you might as well just enjoy the life you have while you still have it. I mean, I truly feel like there's no point in pining over what other people have and what you don't have. Comparison is the thief of joy, right? So most of the time, after you spent the whole day comparing yourself to others, the result is just more time wasted, and it makes you feel worse. Sure, one person might have more money, but do they have better health, a loving family, a close friend circle? I mean, someone who looks successful might not even be truly happy with themselves. And honestly, who even gets to define happiness anyway? The things that you see on the surface level are usually not even a good representation of what's really going on in someone's life anyways. There will always be someone smarter than you, younger than you, more successful than you. And this might cause some people to stress out and panic, which is understandable, but honestly, I find it kind of comforting in a way. There's no need to feel pressure to be the best, because realistically, I know I won't be. All I can do is try my best and try to find moments in every situation that make me feel like life is worth living. Sometimes making these comparisons isn't really something that we can control. I mean, it's basic human nature to compare yourself to other people around you, and it honestly might even be helpful in some situations. Like when I felt pretty hopeless about my own future, looking at other people around me actually helped me a lot. For example, I grew up in a really small town of about 3,000 people with nothing much going on, so everyone basically has the same kind of lifestyle, and it honestly can get pretty depressing sometimes. But when I looked at other people online, and when I also moved to a bigger city for college, I saw so many different people who had already done things that I would have never even thought of before. Now, in this situation, it would be easy for me to feel discouraged or disappointed in myself. But instead, I just changed my outlook on this, and I found a way to make it motivational, and it inspired me to explore different paths in life. I mean, now I even feel like there are so many possibilities in life, and I find it kind of overwhelming to focus on just one. And then I also feel guilty for spending so much time and effort on something that maybe didn't really work out the way I wanted it to. But I do think that every failure is just a step in the right direction. And you can always learn and grow from any experience, whether that's positive or negative. Because no matter how cheesy it sounds, I really do believe that in life, the journey is more interesting and valuable than the result. I think just being able to find happiness in small moments in life is the true key to living a more happy and balanced life. Honestly, for me, moving to a bigger city and seeing other people's life plans and goals really did help me expand my own horizon. Also, in American colleges, there's a super wide variety of students. So some students might be in their 40s going back to school, and eventually they get a better job as a new grad. And some people might feel like they reached a dead end in life and just want to get a fresh start. I think the past doesn't define your capabilities, and it also doesn't determine the future either. The future is something so mysterious and risky, but also interesting. And sometimes I think making meaning in life is my meaning in life. And not everyone has to be on the same exact timeline for life. Everyone's timeline is different simply because everyone is different. Time moves differently for everyone. There's absolutely no need to feel rushed, and visible progress does take a long time to develop. I would say it's important to not stress too much on where exactly you want to end up and what you want to become, but more importantly, focus on the present. Enjoy the moment where you are right now and learn new things every day. Keep improving yourself and growing, and eventually your life path will be more clear to you. There's no specific age or point in time where things in life start to make sense. So if you do have a dream, go out and chase it. But if you're not sure what you want to do, that's okay too. I think as long as you don't give up, you keep going, keep learning and growing, things eventually will naturally fall into place.